right, so I started making my notes for this evening several months ago and gradually kept adding to the list of accomplishments. You might be inclined to think that because of the pandemic we were stagnant, but the reality is far from it. To show you the full impact, and so I don't have to be the only one speaking tonight, we're going to do this next part together as an exercise. So some of you received a piece of paper with a number on it at the beginning of the evening. Starting with the number 1, I would like you to stand up and read what your slip of paper says aloud to the group. Please stay standing when you're done reading. Once number 1 is finished, number 2 will stand and read their slip aloud to the group, and so on until everyone with a slip is standing. Remember to speak loud so that everyone can hear. So number 1, get us started.
Number 1, we participated in a school supply drive requested by Jody Husband and coordinated by Amber Wilson.
Who has number 2?
Number 2, at the request of a former Kiwanian, we brought it to the attention of the city that the swim center was in need of a handicapped accessible path, and we began the process of working together to make it happen.
Thank you. All right, number 3.
Our foundation used their 501c3 status to assist the RHS girls soccer team with their application for one of Man Mortgage's quarterly grants, and they won $1,850.
All right, number 4.
Through the Kiwanis Food Project, we collected 4,008 pounds of food and met the 2-ton goal early at Sept. No, literally, our goal was 2 tons. Just for comparison, do you know what weighs approximately 2 tons? A passenger vehicle, a John Deere tractor, or a rhinoceros. That's how much food we collected and donated back to those in need within the Redmond community. Next year, just give them a rhinoceros.
All right, number 5.
Number 5, our website got hacked. Dave Shirley spent countless hours working to find a solution and implement strategies to keep the website safe into the future.
All right, number 6.
At this point in life, just getting up is the hard part. We helped put up and take down flags on Flag Day.
Thank you. Number 7.
In February, we were the featured presenter on the Chamber's weekly networking event, Coffee Clatter.
Number 8.
With the coordination of Dan Tippy, we serve dinner at Jericho Table the first Friday of every month.
Wow. Number 9.
At the recommendation of John Bruce, we donated leftover N95 masks to our from our Seas Candy fundraiser to the Redmond Learning Center.
Number 10.
We reinstated Happy Dollars virtually. I made a net gain of $400.
Number 11.
We participated in road cleanup for our adopted section of highway.
Number 12.
Due to the pandemic, elections were held electronically for a second year in a row.
And number 13.
On June 16th, we transitioned back to in-person meetings. 2 months later, we would once again be virtual, but it was a breath of fresh air to get to see everyone face to face. Elbow bumps and greeting, and back to our old routine, even if it was short-lived.
Number 14.
We proudly became co-sponsors of a new Key Club, Trinity Lutheran in Bend.
Number 15.
Work on the Redmond Learning Center continues, and the project made the Kiwanis International Magazine for January-February 2021 edition and attracted the attention of a journalist in North Carolina who requested to do a feature on our club.
Number 16.
In the spirit of partnership, as individuals, we donated funds to the other club's fire relief fund, Rotary, sorry, after deadly wildfires of 2020. We also helped Rotary with ticket sales for the Deschutes County Fair, and in return, Rotary bought a significant amount of chocolates during our Seeds Candy fundraiser last fall, and also recently helped us with volunteers for Oktoberfest fundraiser.
Sorry, John, you got a book on that one. Number 17.
We revamped our funding request process to include an updated form and new website tabs to make the grant request process clearer and easier to navigate.
Number 18.
Mine's defective, it's upside down. And I need the glasses. Our scholarship committee awarded $13,000 in scholarships to graduating high school seniors.
Number 19.
The foundation awarded a $10,000 grant to Friends of the Children to help fund a $23,000 fire sprinkler system at their new ranch property on the Old Bend Redmond Highway. This just so happened to be the initial endowment from the foundation's Catherine and Richard Boone Legacy Fund.
Number 20.
We said goodbye to several loved ones, Lila Overenshaw, Pete Ribble, and Dick Keene.
Number 21.
And hello to new ones, Richie baby and Coughlin baby.
And there's more. There's always more every time I look. So take a look around at the number of ways we had an impact on our community. What a year we had. All right, go ahead and be seated. Thank you, everybody. So you're probably wondering, with all of the things we accomplished, where we finished our goals for the year. So I'll do a quick recap of our goals. We had 5 main goals. There was one for membership, one for financial, there was service hours, interclubs, and my 5th one I didn't mention because we didn't meet that one. But anyway, so for membership, our goal was to gain 8 new members. We actually exceeded our goal, and we ended the year with 9 new members. And I remember on the call with Steve the other day, our outgoing lieutenant governor, he said that we ended the year with 9, and I said, no, we didn't. We ended with 8. And the whole rest of the meeting, my mind was spinning, going, who is that 9th member? I'm not recalling. And then it dawned on me. We added an honorary member this year, and that must have been our 9th member. So, Miss Linda Walker, we would like to present you with a certificate, honorary member of the Redmond Club. So our next goal was financial. So the goal there was pretty simple. It was 2 successful fundraisers for the year, and we had just that. We started the year with our Seeds Candy sales. KTVZ even did an interview for Hannah, and we raised approximately $4,500 with that fundraiser. And I did have a couple of videos to show you guys tonight, but we're having some trouble with the sound, so we're going to probably cut those out, but that's okay. It'll save us some time. After a brief hiatus due to the pandemic, our second fundraiser was Oktoberfest, benefiting Energy Youth Basketball. It was back for a one-day event, and the auction items were more successful than ever. And I have a little brief message here from Noah that he gave me the other day, and it says, "Thank you everyone again for your help with the event. While it was lower key this year, it was still a huge success. Ann Graham's efforts with making an online auction saved us hours of needless work and will allow for big-time fundraising in the future. Her work with this was MVP level. The setup and takedown was more efficient than any year past, and we really ended up with more than enough in the way of volunteers, so thanks for stepping up. I think the event will prove to be a success financially as well, but we will see how the final numbers turn out in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can cut a nice big check to Energy Youth Basketball."
freeze it right
It's
All right, so for service hours, our goal was, it was kind of a lofty goal, but the goal for the year was 2,280 service hours. Not including this month, we've reported a total of 1,705 hours. That means we are only shy 575 hours from our goal, and I believe we should get really close once the numbers for Rocktoberfest have been reported. Interclubs. So I set a goal of 2 visits per club in our division. COVID kind of cut that back significantly. But I do want to say that Roland did have a very significant challenge in this area, and I'm not sure we realized how challenging it would be to achieve that goal. I think I can speak for us all when I say we hoped and wanted to believe that the pandemic was temporary and would be over quickly. I'm so grateful to Roland and for his diligence in securing us the interclub meetings we were able to achieve, and we ended the year with 5 total. And then, now for my favorite part, the awards. So when I call your name, please come up and collect your certificate. And just a quick side note, I didn't get my order in soon enough to the certificate maker, and so these I'm handing out tonight will only be temporaries. You will receive your official certificate at a later date. Okay, so I'm actually going to start with, we named Kiwanian of the Month for August, and I haven't been able to present that yet. So for the month of August, Anne Graham, we would like to award you for your hard work for the outstanding and innovative approach to the Rocktoberfest silent auction event. Okay, all right, so next up, perfect attendance. So, perfect attendance is made up of making regular meetings, board meetings, and participating in Kiwanis events like interclubs, fundraisers, planning meetings, highway cleanup, flag setup, etc. Perfect attendance is participating in roughly 45 of these events over the course of the year. So, and some people aren't here tonight, so bear with me, I'm just going to pull that down. All right, so Michelle Duff. All right, next we have John Duff. Earl Fisher. Okay, Anne Graham. You're going to get your exercise by the time the night's over. Hannah Grandy and Truman Grandy. Are you accepting for Truman?
I'm accepting. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Next we've got Chris Ritchie. And Dave Shirley. All right, next is Mr. Carl Vertrees. Yes, and Carl made perfect attendance even with going to Hawaii. And this is Josh Werner. All right, so that's it for our perfect attendance tonight. All right, so next award I have is for Editor of the Year to Mr. Carl Vertrees. See how excited he got about that? Thank you for putting out a stellar, not to mention award-winning newsletter every month.
No more words for Carl.
He's cut off the awards. All right, next up is our tech guru extraordinaire, Dave Shirley. So I don't even know where to start for my gratefulness to Dave. His website support, Zoom invites for our board meetings and our weekly meetings, technical support and videography for our in-person meetings. The list goes on and on. It's no wonder he got perfect attendance. All right, so next up we have our Spirit Award. This one goes out to Hannah Grandy. And no need to come as Hannah Banana to accept the award, although I'm sure she would be very proud. All right, so next one I'm going to keep short and sweet, but it's our Integrity Award. This goes to Earl Fisher. Thank you so much for always keeping us on track. Okay, so Rookie of the Year goes to Chris Ritchie. I appreciate your willingness to jump in and take on projects even as your family and workload increased. Okay, this is a brand new award, and I'm really excited to give this one. This one is the Game Changer Award. This award this year goes to Ann Graham. You've truly changed how we will do our future auctions and fundraisers. Thank you. All right, and so this next one is a very special award. This is tonight we're presenting a Lifetime Membership Award. We just want to say thank you so much to this person for their immense contributions to the club over the years. And I'm going to have Carl read the nomination for us.
Gary Ollerenshaw has been a member of Redmond Kiwanis since November of 1997, about the time he and his wife Lila began planning the opening of their new business, Redmond Express Lube. He served as president in 2000-2001 and is perhaps the longest serving one-term president, having taken the helm when his predecessor, Joe Hannon, moved to Washington before the end of his administrative year. His additional contributions to the club include serving as community services chair. He laboriously shepherded the partnership with the city of Redmond to renovate the playground at Sam Johnson Park. In 2010, the Redmond Kiwanis Foundation pledged $25,000 to the renovation of Sam Johnson Park in partnership with the city of Redmond. And then the foundation raised that to $50,000, securing a like amount from the Kiwanis International Foundation and $2,500 from the Pacific Northwest Kiwanis Foundation. The club and the foundation raised nearly $400,000 of the $1.2 million expended on the totally accessible playground, which was dedicated in October of 2015. Under Gary's leadership, the club has maintained an active role in the Redmond Flag Committee. In addition to serving on the board of directors of the club, he is one of 5 members of the board of the Redmond Kiwanis Foundation. As treasurer, he monitors the income and expenses of the 501c3 arm of the club, which has assets of more than $600,000. Gary, this award doesn't come close to expressing the full extent of our gratitude for your service to our club and community, but we hope you accept it as a token of our thanks and become the second lifetime member of this club.
Thank you. You could have just bought me dinner. I would have been fine.
John. I want to cash the check.
Wow.
The check is in the mail.
Okay. I have my new address. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. The whole playground project was a lot of fun. There was people that turned, when they see me in the grocery store, they turn around and go the other way. So they knew I was going to ask for money. They're usually business owners that I knew. I actually upgraded my phone so I could get my email to see how the money's coming in. And it was a lot of fun, and I hope we can get another project like that going one of these days. So it's, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, so this next award, the recipient's not here tonight, but we are going to go ahead and read the nomination anyway for the benefit of everybody here. So Kiwanis of the Year is Mr. Alan Unger, and our Chamber of Commerce awarded Alan Citizen of the Year this year and recognized him for his achievements in the past year and throughout his lifetime.
So I'm sorry that Alan's not here for us to honor him, but all of you know him, I assume, and know what an amazing, resourceful person he is. He was Redmond Citizen of the Year this year, and we are happy to have been one of the entities through Carl that nominated him for that to the city, because we know him very well. And we left out the things that wouldn't have helped. Sorry. Okay. Alan has an extensive history of contributing to the well-being of Central Oregon. The Redmond natives' most recent endeavor helped solve the child care drought by finding a new home for the Redmond Learning Center and remodeling it with many of his Kiwanis colleagues, myself, Earl, John, Bruce, a bunch of people he pulled in, and we thoroughly enjoyed working with him on that. And he's working at more already. He's working at the state level to get some legislation passed that will continue to improve our child care availability. Since the mid-90s, the Redmond Learning Center had been housed in two former residences on Southwest 23rd on the western edge of Redmond High School campus. They had fallen into disrepair and become a liability for the Redmond School District. Alan negotiated a lease with Opportunity Foundation to use the Walter Franks building on its campus, also called the Octagon. Over a 6-month period, countless hours, copious sweat, and untold dollars, he and his volunteer team reconfigured the building to meet fire construction codes and child care guidelines. His background as a Central Oregon contractor and his political savvy helped him resolve the issues around carpentry, electrical, plumbing, heating, and politics. Today, that Redmond Learning Center can accommodate nearly 30 preschoolers. When the pandemic is over, the 50 children, up to 50 children, will be served. RLC is governed by a 5-person board, including Alan Unger, and 3 other Kiwanis Club members with input from a new advisory board. I didn't write this. Alan's long-term vision is to develop a model that other child care facilities can follow and provide organizational and business support for smaller child care facilities such as Mountain Star Relief Nursery. He has a great passion for solving the child care crisis. He thinks not only of the immediate needs of a child care center, but about the long-term structural issues that need to be addressed in the community that would aid all such providers. Alan has lived in Redmond virtually all his life, except for his college years in Portland and his stint as a corrections officer. Like his father, Dr. Bob Unger, who was active in Kiwanis for many decades, he has been an inveterate volunteer, including service as a Boy Scout leader His years as a general contractor and paint store owner in Redmond contributed to his remodeling skills at the Redmond Learning Center. Alan's service on the Redmond Planning Commission from '93 to 2000 helped prepare him for a seat on the Redmond City Council from 2000 into 2001. That year he was appointed our mayor when Ed Fitch moved from the city. He served as our mayor for 8 years, beginning in 2001. During his tenure, the planning for and completion of the Highway 97 reroute and the Maple Street Bridge were accomplished. In 2008, he was elected to Deschutes County Commission, serving 2 terms. A year after his re-election defeat, he was elected as Redmond's representative to the Central Oregon Community College Board of Directors. He and his wife Beverly live in North Redmond and have 2 grown sons, Alex and Robert. And I can think of no more deserving individual who has contributed so much to this community over the years than Alan Unger. Signed, Carl Vertrees, Earl Fisher, and Ann Graham.
All right. Thank you, Ann, for reading that. I know you didn't write it. I appreciate it. I was trying to divvy things up between people. All right, so my last award is it's not really an award, but basically a thanks. So to my Square Squad. So let me start with a small explanation. For those of you who are familiar with Brene Brown, she writes about how vulnerability and the fear of what others think can hold us back from being our authentic selves. To help balance out how much or how little we care about others people's opinions, she recommends that you write on a 1-inch by 1-inch piece of paper a list of people whose voices and feedback matter most to you. And it's supposed to be a very short list. That's why it's 1 by 1. So for me, it was Carl Vertrees, John Duff, and Josh Warder. And also Steve Emhoff, but he's not here tonight. But thank you for being my go-to people for sharing ideas, asking for help, or just offering your support. And then to everyone else who provided me guidance, support, and feedback, or just an atta girl, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. So next up, I'm going to say thank you to our outgoing board members. We can't accomplish anything without the backbone and support of the entire leadership team. I know Penny's not here tonight, but I wanted to say thank you for always giving me honest feedback and being instrumental in the changes that we implemented to our grant request process. Earl Fisher, you single-handedly rallied us to gather 2 tons worth of food, and then you collected it and dropped it off at the food bank. Please tell me that's not the reason for your back surgery. Ann Graham, along with the many projects you continue to be involved in, you've always been a great source of information and perspective. Carl, I know you've been very much involved behind the scenes with what makes the foundation tick and ultimately successful. The contributions of time, knowledge, and support from each of you are a shining example of why our club is so very well positioned today. Again, thank you from all of us to you. So at this point in the program, our new Lieutenant Governor, incoming Lieutenant Governor, Bill Gowan, will be installing our incoming leadership team. So, Bill, I will hand it over to you.
That's an interesting microphone you have.
Yes.
Works better straight up like that.
Does it always perform that way?
It's an adventure.
First, let me open tonight's meeting just with a little comment. As I joined the crew, Lieutenant Governors, it's kind of an honor to be able to do that. I don't think they know who I was before I started, so we'll see how this works out. But I have to tell you that your club, okay, is well represented and well recognized for its abilities in the whole district. So I'm really kind of pleased. It's almost an honor to be part of you, at least on the edges, okay? Congratulations on a heck of a year. Can't believe it. That's amazing. I'd like to start with the directors. that are coming to you as I am in, let's see, 6 hours. Okay, we will be in charge. Nicole G. Nicole?
It's me, Nicole G.
Yeah.
We on chopstick. Not expecting anything here.
If you could stay with us as we go through, it would be helpful. The board of directors of a club is composed of you, the elected directors and the officers. The board of directors handles most of the business at the club and important responsibilities. You'll set strategic direction, implement club policies, approve the club's budget, support the committee activities, and oversee the administrative tasks of the club. I know you will accept these responsibilities with a desire to see that this club has the best year ever, and that's a challenge. Thank you for stepping up to play this important role. It's my pleasure to formally install you as a director of this club. Amber Wilson was unable to attend tonight, otherwise she would have been your partner. Chris Ritchie, Vice President.
Come on up, Chris.
Come on, Chris. You can do it.
Don't be your Lord.
As an officer of the club, you contribute your vision and your ideas to the club's leadership team. I would ask you to consider the remarks made by your new president as being addressed to you also. I formally install you as Vice President of this club. You're on your own. John Duff. I've seen you stand up a lot tonight. This is excellent. As the treasurer, you have been elected to an office that demands absolute integrity and financial accounting skills. It is your role to deposit and disperse the funds of the club upon the direction of the board of directors. You'll also report to the club's finances each board meeting. Thank you for stepping into this significant role. And I formally install you as treasurer of the club. Congratulations. Carl? You've been a busy man tonight, up and down. Good evening, Carl. The Kiwanis, the club secretary, is the master of details. Your role in handling club affairs, the details of the club and the board meetings, the reports, the correspondence, and the records is essential for the club to run smoothly. Thank you for taking on this important role. I formally install you as secretary of the club. Welcome aboard.
Can you coach me on an exit strategy?
I don't think they're going to let you out of the room. Just a fair comment. Michelle Duff, President-elect. Look what you've done.
I don't switch.
Chris Ritchie, President-elect.
I don't want to mess up the flow. Michelle, you've been selected to lead your club during the following year. I ask that you, like the Vice President, you would consider the remarks made to your new President as being addressed to you also. As you serve on the board this year, take advantage of the opportunities to learn about the President's role, build relationships, and plan for your year as President. Thank you for your leadership and dedication, and I hereby formally install you as President-elect of the club. Well done. Rochelle. Immediate past president. But they're not going to let go of you yet. Good.
I got 6 more hours.
Actually, 5 of 27 minutes you can make it. Your club benefits from the immediate past president continuing for 1 more year as a member of the board of directors. Your experience as the club president this past year will empower you to be an essential mentor and colleague for your successor and a valued advisor to the business of the club. It's my pleasure to present to you your past president's pin, which I don't have. Shortcomings, I think it's on a boat somewhere, but anyway. And by doing so, to charge you with sharing your wisdom and lending a hand as you remain a member of the board for 1 more year. Congratulations to you on your excellent work and dedicated service this year. Thank you for your continued dedication. You have been a heck of a team. Just a heck of a team. Josh. Hi, Josh.
vote for him.
Absentee. I just showed up.
We don't have any babies for him to kiss.
You remember that $20 bill you got in there?
It's election fraud.
Don't tell that to the treasurer.
Virtual.
You've been elected to the highest office of your club can bestow upon you. It is an office of great honor and great responsibility. The success of your club in this new year will depend on your leadership at club and board meetings, and as you counsel and inspire your club's committees. In our community, you'll be the face of Kiwanis and your club. Guided by your club's vision, you and your board will set goals for improving your club's experience and increasing the impact of your club's service in the community. Thank you for being dedicated yourself to this leadership position. I hereby formally install you as president of this club, and I sincerely hope that your administrative leader will exceed your expectations. You've got a decades of a team put together. I've learned about every one of them since I've been sitting here this evening because you've already been through, and your reports are amazing. I'm just pleased to be part of it. Anyway, in conclusion, I congratulate your club on the excellent board of directors and officers installed on this day and wish for them and your club a most successful year. Thanks to each and every one of you for stepping into your leadership roles, and thanks to the club members for your support on these leaders. I can assure you of the complete cooperation and assistance of the division, the district, and Kiwanis International committee chairs. Congratulations to all of you.